What I try to tell people when I'm explaining what Project Rebound is, I really call it a matchmaking service between affordable home loans and houses and qualified applicants.
It improves neighborhoods and communities when you fix these houses up, and then when you can find a home buyer that may not have been able to sink a good amount of money into a house to make it livable. But they love what you've done and they're going to make it their home. That's what it's about. You know, it's about giving back and making what was an eyesore now a very nice place.
It is people who are working, very hard, making moderate incomes, but can't afford to rent. So the goal of this project is community revitalization, home ownership, and hopefully to save the city of Galesburg money. What we're doing right now, Alfonso and Shana are our first contractors, and they looked at houses to try to meet our guidelines. We actually have a project identification committee where we have certain guidelines, and the first and foremost is that the properties can be purchased, renovated, and resold to the home buyer for $50,000 or less. And so that's the primary. We're typically looking at 2 to 3 bedroom homes that have not been horribly abused, but that need some renovation in terms of flooring, walls, carpeting. A lot of times there's properties that have not been updated that really don't show well and don't sell well. But if you have someone like Alfonso and Shana go in and do some renovations, upgrade, do the necessary repairs, they look a lot nicer. We make sure that the mechanicals are all in good shape and that they can pass all the city inspections, and then hopefully become an affordable house for our project participants.
Some investors will run away from old houses while some are flocking to them because they know that it's usually a sound structure, that there's features that you can't duplicate no matter what you do. Authentic wood, really thick wood beams, clawfoot tubs, and they're, in my opinion, they're just the best built. These were actually man-made, they weren't manufactured. We just prefer that because we want to provide a quality product in the end.
Our applicants basically have to have a steady job, show a decent work history, have a good rental history. Their credit rating does not have to be perfect. What we find really interesting is that many of the participants who are applying for the project actually qualify for traditional mortgages. They just didn't realize it. When we run across someone like that, the committee recommends they go see a banker and get pre-qualified for a traditional mortgage, because we're trying to save the mortgage money we have earmarked for this project for people who cannot get traditional mortgages. We have an underwriting committee that goes through a series of checklists that include past history, work history, credit score, and rental history. And then they assign numerical values to those points, and the highest ones at the first date that came in would be the first that would be offered a project property. We make sure that the participant is interested in the particular property and give them the opportunity to see the property before they say yes or no, I want this one. And we won't kick them to the end of the list. It's just that sometimes, people may not want the next property up for sale. So we've already had, since our first house was announced, we've had another contractor express interest in getting involved. We're hoping that several more banks will come on board so that we can increase the number of houses that we do every year. But the participants, their mortgage payments will roughly be $400 a month, including taxes and escrow, based on our estimates. So it's an affordable way for someone to get into home ownership, and that's with no down payment. The participants have to have a homeowner's policy to cover the first year. when they purchase the property, but other than that, there is no down payment.
Well, usually I find the houses, and obviously, you know, as an investor, there's, I guess, financial plans that go into purchasing these. We go in and make sure the bones of the house are good. We've done quite a bit of projects, so we're not too scared of anything, but if the, you know, I guess the bones of the house are fine, we'll move forward. He's usually the contractor type, where he assembles the team of people that are going to work on these houses, and then I do all the, what you see, picking the flooring and the paint and things like that.
Really, I credit Alfonso and Shana Pugh. They're an example of a fabulous young couple who wants to give back to the community that they were raised in, and I really want to give lots of credit to them for being willing to take a risk with Project Rebound and help us along the way. And I'm sure we're going to have lots of other people to thank along the way, but they really provided the initial capital that got this project rolling and got the word out.
Well, we've invested in several homes prior to this, but we started to want to work towards a mission of improving the community in which we live. So it was more about just getting a paycheck from, you know, so-called flipping a house. We wanted to give back to the community, and we thought this program was a good way to do that.
It really is assisting people in our community. It's assisting our community. It shows how many wonderful people we really do have in the Galesburg area that are willing to be committed. I mean, in terms of our committee and the Project Rebound board, we have realtors, we have bankers, we have an attorney, we have all sorts of people who are involved with this project, either on the board or on the committee. The Western Illinois Builders Association, everybody has stepped forward, the city of Galesburg. It's wonderful to see that when there's a good idea and we can find ways to make it work, everyone comes together to assist and really make a difference in not only the lives of our project families, but our community at large.
If a client's been working for a while and they're saving money and they have a little bit of money in the bank, you know, they may be 10 points off with a credit score, they're still deserving to be a homeowner. And that's why this project was important to us, because anyone can go in, fix up a house, and put it on the market with a realtor. But we wanted to cater to those clients that are deserving of it, that may have made a few mistakes in the past, but now they're on the right track, and we're just trying to get them into a home. So I'm just so thankful that we have people in our community that are concerned about the community. And that gave us a chance, because Carrie didn't know us from Adam, but trusted us enough to do the first house, and I'm so thankful for that. I just hope we get more and more investors and more houses, and we can start improving Galesburg.